UFC 321, what's going on, boys? It's Shawnee Mac with Full Send MMA. We're out here in Abu Dhabi, and I know you guys are always hitting me up for picks. So in this video, we're going to run through some prize picks options for this weekend, some less or more options, and at the end, I'm going to give you some money line options, some of my favorite picks on the card. So let's get right to it. All right, we'll start off with option one on prize picks. I love this one personally. The main event, the reason why we're all here, Tom Aspinall. And they got the fight time set at 7.5 minutes. I think they could have gone way lower. If you're going to play this option, I don't see how you go any less than 7.5 minutes. If you're going more than 7.5, what are we relying on here? You know what I mean? The guy's average fight time is just over 2 minutes. So that's an extra 5 minutes they're giving us. I don't know. I know Ciryl Gane is experienced, but as far as making a play on this specific option, you got to go Tom Aspinall, under 7.5 minutes of fight time. The next option, the main event, the other half of it, Ciryl Gane. I'm going to give you two options here. If you're picking Ciryl Gane to beat Tom Aspinall, then you want to take the more than 21.5 significant strikes option. The reason being, he's probably going to play it safe. He's going to work around the outside for the first couple rounds. So look for those significant strikes to add up. Take the more option if you're picking Ciryl Gane. If you're taking Tom Aspinall, you want to go with the less than 21.5 significant strikes by Ciryl Gane. Reason being, the guy averages 2 minutes of fight time, like I said in the very beginning. So we're probably not going to get the option to see 21.5 significant strikes if the fight ends in under 2 minutes. So if you're going with Ciryl Gane, go with the more than 21.5 significant strikes. If you're going with Tom Aspinall, take Ciryl Gane. Jailton Almeida versus Alexander Volkov fight. This is the way I'm looking at this one. I'm going to go with the more than 8.5 minutes of fight time, and I'll tell you why. If you're taking Jailton Almeida, obviously the guy is going to shoot for takedowns. We know his strategy, and when it comes to Alexander Volkov, he's got decent grappling. I think the only time we've really seen him get outclassed on the ground was in the Tom Aspinall fight where it ended in the first round. But I'm going to use the Curtis Blades fight as an example. The guy has a similar fight style to Jailton Almeida. I mean, he actually stopped Jailton Almeida. And Alexander Volkov went the distance with him. Obviously, he didn't win, but that's a guy in Curtis Blades that's, heavy on the takedowns, similar style to Jailton Almeida, and Volkov was able to go the distance. So over 8.5 minutes of fight time, I think that's way less than it's actually going to be. I think this fight could possibly go the full 15 minutes. So take the more option on this fight as well. Hamdi Abdelwahab and Chris Barnett. 10 minutes of fight time is not necessary. I don't even know if this fight is going to need 5 minutes of fight time. Hamdi was one of I guess he's sort of like a local guy around here. So he was at Media Day yesterday, and he said he was ashamed of his past performances. And someone asked him, how's this fight going to look? And he said, if I don't go out there and I don't get after it right from the bell, then I'm going to be disappointed in myself. I'm not going to be following my game plan. So that tells me that this fight's probably going to be done in less than 5 minutes, 5 minutes max. Chris Barnett, fan favorite, not the most aesthetically pleasing fighter. Peak male athletic performance, some people might joke. So for him to go more than 2 rounds, I don't see that happening either. I think the less than 10 minutes of fight time is that's a pretty safe play here. The last option I'm going to give you on prize picks, we are going with the Ludovic Klein and Mateusz Rebecki fight. 49.5 significant strikes is the number for Ludovic Klein. I'm going to go with less on this one, and I'm going to tell you why. Mateusz Rebecki is coming off a couple of absolute bangers with Miktabek Oralbai and recently with Chris Duncan. And when you go and you have back-to-back wars like that, eventually it's going to add up. Eventually the significant strikes are going to add up. So I'm going to take Ludovic Klein to win this one, and I'm going to take him probably by stoppage. So the 49.5 significant strikes, I'm going to take the less option there. Reason being, I don't know if Rebecki's chin is going to hold up. Like I said, he's been in 2 back-to-back wars. So for my money, I'm going with less than 49.5 significant strikes. All right, now I'm going to give you guys some money line plays. This is if you strictly want to pick a winner, pick one or the other. So the first fight I'm going to give you, money line, I'm going with Nasrat Haqparast on this one. It's going to be a pick'em fight. I don't know why it's a pick'em fight on the line. I understand Quillen Salkeld. He's got the win on Contender Series. He's 2-0, but I'm just looking at strength of schedule here. I'm looking at overall experience in the UFC. I think Haqparast should be the favorite. I'm not sure why this fight is a pick'em fight, but you got to go with your gut on this one. You got to take the experience, and you got to take Nasrat Haqparast on the money line. You can get him at even money right now. I think that's a steal. The next fight I'm going to give you on the money line, and I'm going to go with experience as well here. Alexander Rakic, Azamat Murzakanov. I understand Murzakanov, undefeated in the UFC, but he's moving up in the division. The competition's only going to get stiffer. You got a guy like Alexander Rakic who's fought in the UFC. He's fought guys like Ankalaev. He's been in there with Yuri Prohaska. So another even money line right now. And like I said, with the Salkeld fight and Nasrat Haqparast, I'm favoring the experience in this one. I like the Alexander Rakic money line. Like I said, it's a pick'em fight, but you just got to go with the experience here. If it goes Mirzakanov's way, that's going to tell me he's legit, because it seems like Alexander Rakic is only losing to the top guys. So for now, I'm going to trust my gut on this one. I'm going to go with the experienced guy. Take Alexander Rakic on the money line. My final play right now, we're going to go with the co-main event, the UFC strawweight title that's currently vacated. Virna Jandiroba is somehow the underdog in this one. I'm not sure why. She's currently riding a 5-fight win streak. Maybe it's because she lost to Mackenzie Dern. This fight was a long time ago. They're completely different fighters. And how can you not go with somebody on a 5-fight winning streak? Virna Jandiroba was arguably going to challenge Zhang Weili next anyways if she hadn't vacated. And Mackenzie Dern, let's be honest, she wasn't up there. She wasn't next in line for the title shot. So you got to go with somebody who's on the winning streak. You take the 5-fight winning streak. You take the girl that was in line to fight the former champion in Zhang Weili. And we're getting her at plus money, which is crazy. I'm currently seeing her at plus 110. I've seen her as high as plus 140. So I don't know how you don't take her at plus money. Going with Virna Jandiroba on the money line. My final pick of the night. UFC 321. Those are the picks this weekend that I like, boys. You can follow us on Prize Picks. I'm going to be posting everything on the Full Send MMA Instagram page. All of my picks are going to be on the story. You can tail us on Prize Picks. I'm going to have the link there. I'm going to have the option there. And if you like the money line plays, you can take those as well. Those are going to be on the story. But I think it's going to be a big weekend, boys. There's a lot of good options there, and enjoy the fights.